Okay, here we are. Last time we learned how to do the pattern here with the alternating color. And after I did 4 rows and I got back to my beginning spot, I just cut this one out, the light one, and just put a second dark one in to make this dark band. And then when I got back to the beginning after those 3 rows, I did that again. I just cut out the dark one, pushed it to the inside, and put in the light one again, and then the dark one, and then the light one. And that's how I alternated to make that color. And that's why on the inside, you can see I have a bunch of these strings, and you can just, go in there and cut them off. All right, I'm not gonna cut all of them off right now, but that's how you get rid of them and clean it up. Now, what I wanted to show is another type of pattern here. We're back to the beginning. I've done 2 rows with the light color. And now I want to make like a checkerboard. So I want to put a dark color here and then light and dark. So alternating, the opposite of what we've been doing on the whole basket, or what I've been doing. So what I'm going to do here is I can do a full turn. Usually when we're twining, we're taking the one on the left and going over. And you end up with like a half a turn. But if you turn it again, you've just changed the colors again. So what happens if we do that here, we can go over once and then over again and around. And now we can twine. And you'll see that the colors are landing opposite of what they were. And if we do this for 2 rows, you see here, the colors are landing opposite. Now you can also see a gap there. When you're weaving and you get those gaps on the rows, you can just push them down if you want to keep it nice and tight. And that also keeps it so you don't see the spokes behind. So if you're weaving with, say, black spokes and white weavers, it'd be hard to hide all of the spokes and not have any holes anywhere, in any gaps in the rows. But sometimes that might be a desired effect also, to show the spokes through those holes. Or if you do, say, white on white or black on black, then you don't have to worry so much about tightening down those rows, because color on color, you're not going to see it. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. And the other thing you can do, the other way you can do this, and by the next video, I'll do a few of these and kind of show you what I mean. I'll do 2 rows alternated and then 2 rows again alternated. So I'll end up with 6 rows of pattern where I have light, dark, and then dark, light, and then light, dark. So, or the other thing you can do, I was going to show you, you can just cut it. Instead of doing that full twist, you can just cut it. And here, this would have been a light and a dark on this side. You just flip it. Put the dark on this side and the light on that side, and you get the same effect. And actually, doing it this way can actually make it a bit cleaner at that transition point than if you do a full twist a lot of the time. But you will have extra ins on the inside here. So, and actually I did that in one spot wrong, because I can see the gap right there. I should have done it 1 spoke to the left. So, the other thing I wanted to point out here, I have seen some people weaving this direction from left to right and pulling the weavers up as you go. I know several people that always weave that way. But if you're just starting, try it this way. I think you'll find that you'll be able to go faster, develop more speed and more accuracy by pulling down on the weavers as you go. So the base is pointed down as if you were going to set it down as you weave. But if you already started going this way, finish it that way. And next basket, try it this way and try to kind of break that habit and do it this way. I think you'll find over time that this is a better way to do it. The other thing I wanted to point out, you see the shape. I was pointing the spokes in more as I wove, sort of like that, and got it to go in. And then I just started pointing them out more like this as I wove and got it to flare back out. And now I'm starting to point it in a bit more and get it to go back in. So where you point the spokes is where your basket will go. And I really quickly wanted to show you, I did some more on this basket, and I actually am kind of liking this material now. It's kind of neat. And also this one, I always forget the name, the artificial sinew, I believe it is quite nice, quite a neat effect with this artificial sinew. And that's it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.